The Sword of the Wind. Yasuo. It was clear from childhood that Yasuo's life would not be ordinary. The villagers' comments about him deeply affected him. His family structure played a significant role in shaping his life. Yasuo and Yone were two brothers born from different fathers. His older brother, Yone, possessed qualities that Yasuo lacked: patience, respect, caution, and deep thinking. From a young age, Yone always protected Yasuo. When the village children mocked Yasuo, Yone defended him. Yasuo loved and admired his brother, following him wherever he went. Yasuo's impatience was evident, but he compensated for it with determination. Even as a child, he took decisive steps toward success. When Yone joined the village's renowned swordsmanship training, Yasuo followed him. Despite his young age, he stood in the rain for hours until he was finally allowed in. When he started training, his natural talent amazed everyone. He managed to catch the attention of Master Suma. However, Yasuo was eager to skip the student phase due to his impatience. With Yone's insistence, he finally accepted becoming Master Suma's student. After training for a long time, the invasion of Ionia by Noxus began. Surrounding villages were being plundered, and people were suffering. All the students wanted to join the battle for revenge. Yasuo was among them. However, he was assigned to protect the elders in the village. While all his friends and his brother went to war, being left behind infuriated him. When he heard that the Noxian army was approaching, he could not contain himself and abandoned his duty to join the battle. However, upon his return, he faced an unexpected situation. Master Suma had been killed, and the other students believed Yasuo was the murderer. Yasuo was in shock, but before he could defend himself, he was forced to flee the village. Determined to prove his innocence, he set out to find the real killer. However, during this time, the other students and even his brother Yon pursued him. Yon was determined to stop Yasuo for the sake of their honor. Eventually, the two brothers faced each other in a fierce battle. Yasuo emerged victorious, and with his last breath, Yone told him that their master had been killed using a special wind technique. The only person who knew this technique was Yasuo. Having lost both his brother and his master, Yasuo sought refuge in the mountains, overwhelmed with guilt. His remorse led him to drown his sorrows in alcohol. During this period, he met Talia, a Shuriman refugee fleeing the Noxian invasion. He took her under his wing and taught her everything he knew. They formed a deep bond. However, due to events in Shurima, they were forced to part ways. Yasuo gave her a maple seed, symbolizing their eternal friendship. After Talia left, Yasuo returned to his village to uncover the truth. He learned that the one responsible for his master's death was Riven. However, Riven insisted that it was a terrible mistake and that she deeply regretted it. Even though Yasuo knew the truth, he could not forgive himself. At a festival, he met a man who offered him advice and a plant. Under the plant's influence, he was unable to perceive reality and was attacked by a monster. At that moment, a masked man appeared and saved him. After a long stare, Yasuo realized that this man was Yone. Yone had returned, but he was no longer the same person. Without following him, Yasuo began preparing for a new journey.